preschool friends. Welcome to Number Fun. Guess what I'm measuring? A piece of yarn. That's right. And do you remember what this instrument is? It's a ruler, right. And we're measuring in inches today. Let's measure our piece of yarn. Remember, we start at one end and we go all the way to the other end and we take a look at the number. Let's take a look at the number. It's number 12. Hey, isn't that today's date? May 12th? How about that? All right, so this piece of yarn is 12 inches long. Or we could say that another way, and we could say this piece of yarn is 1 foot because there are 12 inches in 1 foot. So we are going to use this piece of yarn to measure things, right? All right, we're going to see what's longer than or shorter than this piece of string. All right, let's take a look at what we're measuring first. A pencil. That's what it says on our paper. So here's a pencil. All right, let's take a prediction first. Would you say our piece of string is longer or shorter than this pencil? What do you think? Make a prediction. Take a guess. All right, do you have your guess? All right, let's put down our pencil. And now we're going to measure with our piece of yarn. Remember, we put the ends together. All right. Take a look. Was your prediction right? Did you say that the yarn was going to be longer than the pencil? All right. So if we go back to our graph, is the object longer or shorter than the yarn? Well, the pencil was, what can we say? It's shorter than, right? Shorter than the yarn. All right, so if you wanted to, you can put an X in the box that says shorter. I'm going to put a puzzle piece in the box that says shorter. You can use anything you want. Cereal, coins, buttons, or you can draw an X with your pencil. All right, what's the next thing that we're going to use to measure with? A piece of paper. All right, so let's put our pencil over to the side. And now we're going to measure a piece of paper. So let's take a guess first. Is your guess going to be longer or shorter? Is the piece of paper longer or shorter than the piece of yarn? Take a guess. What do you think? You have your guess? Okay, let's get ready to measure. We put the end of the yarn at the bottom of the paper, and then we stretch out our piece of yarn. Let's take a look. Were you right? Was your guess right? Was your prediction correct? The piece of paper is shorter than the yarn. All right, let's go back to our paper. The paper was shorter than the yarn. I'm going to put a puzzle piece in the box. You can make an X or whatever you want to do with the box there, okay? Well, boys and girls, we have two objects that are shorter than the piece of yarn. How about that? All right, let's keep going. What's next on our list? We're going to measure this glue stick. All right, here we go. There's our glue stick. All right, take a prediction. What's your guess? Is the glue stick going to be longer than the piece of yarn or shorter than the piece of yarn? Take a guess. Okay, let's measure it out. The glue stick's at the bottom where the yarn is. Well, look at that, was easy enough. Did you say the glue stick was shorter than the piece of yarn? All right. Do you remember which box was shorter? This one. Right. Okay. What are we going to measure next? A backpack. All right. Here's Nora's backpack. Let's take a look. Do you think the backpack is going to be longer or shorter than this piece of string? Take a guess. What's your prediction? All right, let's get ready to measure. There it is at the bottom. And there it is right here. Here's the bottom of the piece of yarn, and here's the bottom of the backpack. And here's the top of the yarn, and here is the top of the backpack. So is the backpack longer or shorter than the piece of string? Right, the backpack is longer, right? All right, so let's go over to our paper and let's take a look at the box. We're going to put our puzzle piece, or you can mark with an X, the box that says longer. The backpack is longer than our piece of string. All right, we have one more thing to measure for our paper, and it is a pair of scissors. Okay, so let's take a look at our scissors. Would you say our piece of string, would you say our scissors are going to be longer or shorter than our piece of string? Take a guess. What do you think? These are pretty big scissors, aren't they? Yeah, these are adult scissors. So do you think it'll be longer or shorter? All right, let's take a look. We'll put the piece of yarn at the bottom of the scissors and we'll stretch it out. Let's take a look. Okay, I think we know. Are the scissors longer than or shorter than the piece of string? You're right. The scissors are shorter than the piece of string. All right, so let's go back to our paper. And which box is shorter? Do you remember? This one, right? The scissors are shorter than our piece of string. All right, well, after you finish this paper, wouldn't it be fun if you went around your house to look for things that are longer or shorter than your piece of string? I'm going to take a look at my refrigerator. I think my refrigerator is going to be longer than this piece of string. What do you think? Would that be a good guess? I think so too. All right, have fun measuring your piece of yarn with objects around your house. Toodles!